which is the version that we're playing anyway. Let's get on with the introductions. The player in the bottom left playing for the last resort, it is the blue Terran player named Simba. And in the top right, we've got our second challenger out there today. It is gonna be Team Infused Sabre as the red Zerg player. As you can see, his drones mining his first amount of minerals of this game. Of course, Terran versus Zerg is gonna have a pretty stale opening time in the game. We're probably gonna see Simba go for that Reaper expand that is oh so popular right now. 1 or 2 Reapers into an expansion, and the Reaper really isn't designed to kill drones or be really annoying. Well, actually, it is designed to be annoying. It's just that. It's designed to be annoying. The Reaper's gonna shark around the map. Even though there's no shark, the Reaper will replace the space shark and shark around the map, kill any workers that could be hiding out at watchtowers, could be killing an occasional Zergling, and of course, that Reaper is going to be so important to get every bit of scouting information that he possibly can. I mean, it's not really common for Zergs to do any kind of all-in in the current meta game, but it is definitely possible, and if something like that is coming Simba's way, he wants to scout it out with that Reaper. Now the gas is going down. This could be the build that I was talking about with that Reaper. Oh, no. The drone is not going to be denied entrance. For a second, I thought that second SCV was going to drop down a supply depot and be like, no, you cannot scout what I'm doing. But it looks like Simba does not want to invest 100 minerals into that at this time. Gas is being mined, a marine is being started and being cancelled. Looks like he's gonna skip the marine in favor of getting a Reaper right away. And let's see what Simba's gonna do with this gas geyser here. Is he gonna keep his workers in the gas, or is he gonna pull them out? Talking about gas, on the other side of the map, a gas is being taken by our Zerg player. That's a relatively early gas here coming out for our Zerg player Sabre, who has a different name in-game, so it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to remember, as a few drones are trying to prevent this bunker from going up. But even if a Reaper would get into that bunker, it's really not the end of the world anymore. Oh, nice positioning on that SCV there. The SCV cannot get hit in that position. That is really sweet, and this bunker will finish. And let's see how Sabre is going to be dealing with this. Is he going to be panicking? Is he going to be pulling like 10 drones down there to kill that bunker? I'm not really sure. The bunker is still not finished up though, and the SCV only has 10 HP left. Here comes the first Reaper. Is going to be working away at these drones, but it takes so many shots to kill a drone right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots to kill a drone. And he does manage to get the 6 shots off, and the bunker is actually going to finish. Yes, it is. Oh my god, this is going to be a little bit problematic right now. The SCV is going to get taken out immediately, and as you can see, Reapers don't really do that much damage anymore against Zerglings and drones. But this bunker going up, that's going to be bad news for poor Sabre here. He's going to have to deal with this bunker. As you can see, it takes so long to just kill a single Zergling, and it is annoying, and it is doing damage, but it's not the end of the world, like I said before. The Queen is going to be popping out in a second. The bunker isn't going to get salvaged in time. Yes, it will. They might be able to get another worker there. Wow, great job there by Simba. Microing his heart out and able to kill 5 workers. That is a insane amount of workers going down for an investment of only 2 Reapers, and more workers are going to continue to fall. Oh, poor Sabre taking a lot of damage in the early game here. Very well played by Simba, though. I have to give him that. Good micro, keeping that SCV alive, making sure the bunker went up in the middle line. Definitely not bad at all. And here it comes again. The Reaper has healed up with its combat drugs. That's what the sort of upgrade slash ability. It's not an upgrade, it's an ability. That's the ability name that makes those Reapers heal so fast when out of combat. Gonna be healing that up in just a matter of seconds, back to full, really. Full map control, of course, for our Terran player. A Marine in the middle of the map too. The Marine's gonna be going back home because there's a nice and cozy bunker for him waiting to be jumped into as the expansion is being landed. And Simba has been able to play the game that he wanted. Everything's been going his way so far. He's got his combat shields on the way. He's got 3 barracks, got 2 gases running. Only 1 worker in his second gas, so he's gonna delay his factory a little bit. Maybe he wants to, obviously he wants to invest in a quick upgrade because he's getting an engineering bay. So that's where the gas is going to be going first. And after that, he's going to put 3 workers in the gas and going to be dropping down that factory in just a matter of minutes/seconds. Can't imagine that it's going to be a very long time. Now, third base already going down. Wow, that's a really quick third base here for Sabre. Big risk, and he's also going for a Lair and a Roach Warren. Wow, he is doing a lot of things at the same time. Usually we see Zerg players really saturate their two bases before they start thinking about taking a third or going for a Lair, but this is a pretty early Lair coming out for the matchup. Third gas being taken, fourth gas being taken, all the gas is being taken by Sabre right now. He's doing everything at the same time, man. Going for the Lair, going for the Roach Warren, going for a third. Very risky maneuvers here, and I think this bio push is going to be something that he has to watch out for, because Simba is powering off of 3 barracks for quite some time now and has already got a decent amount of Marines. 11 of them now heading out across the map, and they do have combat shields. Roaches on the way as a defensive maneuver for Sabre. He needs to get some units out to be able to defend against those 11 Marines, and I think 5 Roaches will be just fine to deal with. I'm not sure, actually. Who will win? 11 combat shield Marines or 5 Roaches? I have a feeling that's going to be a pretty close call, with the Marines might even be able to come out on top. These Roaches have to be oh so careful. This hatchery can take a little bit of fire, but don't forget, these Marines have a lot of DPS. It's 11 of them after all. The Roaches are now attacking, and it actually looks like Simba wants to sacrifice his Marines for the hatchery, but realizes he cannot get the hatch, and instead is going to be gunning down a few drones. Wow, he does get a good amount of drones once more. Already 11 workers killed, and he's going to continue to do damage. Kills a Roach, but brings it definitely in Simba's favor right now. This game is looking splendid for him. He's been doing exactly what he wanted, executing everything as he had it planned. And now he has a pretty solid lead, I would say. If we take a look at the units tab, you can see that we have 46 drones to 45 SCVs, and that's a position you don't want to be in as a Zerg. You'll want to be up 10, maybe even 20 workers at least. It's really not a good thing. An Overlord Scout is coming in to see what is happening. Are you going for mech? Are you going for the standard bio play? And it is going to be the standard bio play. We haven't really seen any new units come out yet. We've not seen any Widow Mines. We are not seeing any Hellbat upgrades going down yet. The armory is not around. So it looks like both players are going to be playing a very Wings of Liberty-esque game here, where, you know, it makes sense. People have not been practicing Art of the Swarm for that long, and utilizing new strategies is something that a lot of players are not 100% comfortable with. So they're just going to be sticking to the Wings of Liberty meta game here. As a Hellion gets taken out in the middle of the map, those Roaches were chasing it down pretty handily, taking it out for free, not really taking any kind of damage in return. More Roaches coming out for our Zerg player here, Sabre, but Sabre is in so much trouble. These Marines and Marauders have Stim, they have Manavex behind them, and this is not going to be a cost-effective trade. Are they going to be able to kill this Marauder? I don't even think so. One Marauder and maybe a Marine being lost in that battle at the cost of, I don't know, somewhere 10 to 11 Roaches, 32 Zerglings now on the way. Double upgrades coming in for Sabre, but he is miles behind. It is not looking good for him. He has to really get those infestors out on the field, really get his drone count much higher, because 53 workers, that's just not going to cut it. There he goes. Another 9 drones, 10 drones coming out on the field. So he is going to grab himself a small worker lead, but not really the lead that you would be looking for at this stage in the game as a Zerg player. Oh, a lot of Zerglings being lost here for nothing. And Simba, I think he's going to close this game out right now. He is so far ahead. He has the upgrades. He is already at 1-1. The Zerglings are still at 0-0. The Infestors are finally out on the production tab, but I don't think they're going to be out in time to defend this third hatchery. The third is most likely going to fall here. It's going to be a very difficult defense for Team Infused Sabre here. What is he going to be able to do? He loses the Queen right off the bat, doesn't pull it back. The Siege Tank is in Siege mode. That, of course, no longer requires an upgrade. That's going to be so good for Simba. Takes out everything at the third base. Just leaves one Extractor still alive. These eggs are going to have a bad time. The problem... Oh, there's Infestors in here. 1, 2... Oh my god, all the Infestors are spawning here. And there they come. They do spawn, and they do manage to get a Fungal off. But is that going to be enough? One more Fungal might be able to kill a few of these Marines. But the Marines that were being healed by the Manavex are all staying alive. A lot of Marines and Marauders still alive. And there's only 2 Infestors to defend, 3 Infestors to defend, 4 Infestors, 5 Infestors, a lot of Infestors, in fact. but that's it. There's no supporting unit. The Zerglings are just now popping out of their eggs, but that siege tank is going to make quick work of them. There's even a few Hellions here. And the last resort, Simba, man, he is looking dominant. GG gets called by Team Infused Sabre, and he's going to be forced